So how do you break free from this ghost of leadership past? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to name it. You don't need to bash the last leader. I'm not here to tell you to pull them through the mud. But you do need to acknowledge the emotional residue that they left behind. You can say something like this. Hey guys, look, I know in the past, feedback may have come with stress. Maybe it came with a level of shame. But I want you to know, that's not how we're going to do it here. You don't have to name the past leader by name. You don't even have to talk about like too much detail. But you at least have to acknowledge it and assure them that it's not going to be the same way. Now look, talk is cheap, but you do have to name it first. You have to address it first. They need to hear it from you. Just naming it is the entry point to start building trust. But then you got to repattern the feedback loop completely. This is going to be a whole new concept for this team. Look for every opportunity to deliver positive feedback. I mean, look, we know you're going to have to give tough conversations. We know you're going to have to give some firm feedback. We know this, but I will tell you, if they're coming off of a bad, toxic boss, for every firm, tough conversation you have, you better have 10 positive deposits you can make. You need to be intentional as a leader to find people doing things right, to help repattern the feedback loop. Your goal is to normalize encouragement, not that they're hanging on, waiting for a but, right? And when you need to give developmental feedback, and you do, don't shy away from this, leader. Tie it to their growth, not your authority. This isn't do this because I said so. That's tying it to authority. Tie it to their growth. You want to say things like, here's something that I believe is going to help you grow into the next level of leadership. Here's something that's going to help you grow as a professional. Here's something that is going to serve you as you become more excellent. Always make it about them and the positive effect it has on them versus do this because these are the rules. Do this because this is how corporate wants it done. No, do this because it's going to benefit you. And always prioritize consistency over intensity. This is very important. Don't try to fix years of mistrust with some grand old speech. That's not going to happen. Even if it motivates them, they're going to be skeptical. Instead, show up consistently. Show up with predictable support. They know it's coming. Always remember that reliability builds safety way faster than charisma. Charisma's fleeting. They're looking for fruit on the fruit tree. If you're an apple tree, you don't grow oranges. Everybody knows that's off. Don't just get up there and give some grand old motivational speech and put goosebumps on them. No, be reliable. Reliability is going to build a safer culture and a safer environment. And don't assume. Don't assume anything. Ask questions. Ask everything. If you sense resistance, lean into curiosity. Be a very curious leader. When you even smell resistance, lean in with a great collaborative question. You might say something like, hey, can I ask, how have you experienced feedback in the past? Hey, what kind of feedback helps you thrive? You think about these two questions, it's going to open up a whole new world for you as a leader. It's going to help you lead that person right where they're at. Their answers, when you ask these two questions, will reveal what ghost you might be dealing with so that you can begin to auto-correct that and create a safer environment. And celebrate being vulnerable on both ends, you the leader and them, the teammate. When someone takes feedback well or gives it to you, put a big spotlight on this thing. Tell them, thank you for trusting me enough to say that. And look, don't just give it a golf clap here. Like, we're trying to build a new culture. If somebody takes feedback from you well, you give them a tough conversation and they say, thanks for letting me know. Or they let you know a blind spot. Whether it's true or not true, it's irrelevant at this point. Say those words. Thank you for trusting me enough to say that. You know, trust grows where it's noticed.